It is imperative. You have to. Hey, y'all, check this out real quick. Hold on, let me wrap this up. All right, so I'm done steam cleaning the engine. Y'all know the drill. I always steam clean all my oil leaks, all right? So get a load of this. It's kind of comical, guys. With my apprentice, he did the cool on it, right? Mopar, guys. We only do quality stuff over here now. All right, so I got it cleaned up. He simply parked it in. Yeah, we'll have that discussion later. But here's what I want to bring up, okay? When he got done with the car, get a load of this. He got in the car, was ready to drive it out, and the brake pedal was hard. He immediately, again, this is comical, and I'm only doing this to laugh, not to laugh at him or shame him. He immediately went on defense mode. Hey man, these brakes ain't working, man. Brake pedal hard. I didn't do nothing. It was working when I drove it in. So I go up to him. I say, listen, man, if it was working fine when you drove it in, it has to be something that you did or don't have redone correctly. No, I did everything right. I said, calm down, man, calm down. So here's what we did. I immediately just picked this up. And all right, look around. Okay, how does a brake system work? What does a brake system get its vacuum assist from? The booster, right? They say, I say, yeah, the booster. Okay, so now take a look at the booster. You see anything unfamiliar with the booster? So you got the fumbling around over here, and this hose right here was off. All right, yeah. So remember, this hose right here. Remember, when you take the intake off, you got to disconnect all of this. So it's just hanging back there. But the funny thing is how he went on defense. In defense mode. No, man, I didn't do nothing. Just the brake pedal is hard. I said, calm down, bro. So here's the moral of the story. I had to explain to him what brake assist, what the booster needs in order for the brake pedal to have assist. Okay, it needs a source of vacuum. Now, we all know what this is, right? I'm getting off the subject, but this is electronic vacuum assist. All right? In other words, guys, because this is a variable valve timing engine, the proper way, you can't really get a consistent amount of vacuum from the engines anymore. So car makers came up with the idea to add a external electronic vacuum assist. So you can see this hose right here. It splits off. One is going to the intake and one is going to this vacuum assist booster for the brake assistant. So there's two forms of vacuum assist. Well, he had this one off and the brake pedal was hard. He went into full panic mode. So I got a little chuckle out of that, but I made sure and explained to him why vacuum assist is needed in the first place. Not just put it on, go about your business. So yeah, we have fun, we laugh, we chuckle, we giggle. We also take things serious when it need be. There's no need to go on the defense mode when something is not right after you touch something. Okay, it's probably as simple as something you did or left off. All right, so let me go test drive this thing, guys. I had to talk to him later about my form of work. When I do oil leak, whether it's transmission or engine oil, I like to clean my engine or my surface, the engine area. I know a lot of people panic when they see water. Okay, I don't have that fear anymore. Since 2011, when this engine came out, I steam clean every engine. You don't have to do that, so don't get it twisted. You don't have to do everything I do. This is JT way. Last thing I need is for somebody to look down here and resell an oil cooler because they see the old oil still in that galley. I don't care how much you suck or how much you clean up while you're doing it, you're still gonna have that look of it's leaking again. And I don't need that on my conscience, or I don't need nobody upselling it. Imagine she take this to a Derman shop and a Derman mechanic look down here. Yeah, this cap look new, but there's oil down there. This damn thing leaking again. I be damn. The damn JT the car guy, guys. Ma'am, you gonna need a Derman cooler. All right, and she say okay, just to find out it's not leaking again. It's just residual from the last repair that knuckleheads don't clean out. Okay, so yeah, I don't like that. All right, that's all I have, man. this was a fairly comical video. I got it washed on. Let me go drive it. I'll test drive them. Remember, guys, we had to add coolant because this cap wasn't all the way loose. So I'll recheck all my apprentices. This coolant bottle is low. Okay, yeah, and I make sure they change the oil before you crank it. All right, because I don't care how much you drain anything, any coolant. When you pick that up, there's a chance coolant can get in those oil galleys and make its way to the oil pan. So for that reason alone, it is imperative, you have to change the freaking oil. All right, guys, I'm clowning now. I gotta go.